Sometimes you get them. Sometimes the whole season you never even see one. Jesus.
A lot of F-16s flying around. Oh my gosh. Could you ask
And
for
Wigeon.
any more?
All right, hi, I'm Pete Bowe. I've been here with Leupold for 34 years. I've had a variety of jobs in here. I'm currently the product line manager for the mounts.
For mounts, yeah.
Mounts include rings, bases, IMS mounts for ARs, and DP Pros, all the above. But way before me, in 1907, Fred Leupold and another guy, Adam Volpol, they started a company in Portland, Oregon that repaired optics. And then eventually they started building their own optics. You can see these sextants for navigating.
Right.
They built these transits for years for building, you know, if you're going to try to get your foundation level, all that stuff. And then this guy over here, this is Marcus Leupold. He's one of Fred's sons. He married a gal named Ruth, and her family was into hunting. And that's how he got into hunting, was with her. And well, let's go see how we make them flying scopes.
Oh man, let's go. Which way we head?
We'll start this way.
Awesome.
This is our design engineering over here. We have 85 engineers on staff, that includes some electrical engineers for some of the red dot things that we do, rangefinders, that sort of thing. We also have a full team of optical engineers. So we design everything from the ground up here. Every single part, every single piece of glass. Anyway, that's our design engineering area.
That's awesome. 85, that's a lot of people.
In here, we can measure one piece of glass, we can measure a whole scope, we can measure binoculars, spotting scopes, we can measure the competitors. So I can stand at a show and pass the red face test when I say, yes, this is the best glass you can buy.
Great.
We've measured it to the competitors. We have about, oh gosh, I think we're over 700 people here right now.
Total.
Yeah, I think when I started we were 300 or less.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Yeah. This is a leftover display from SHOT Show one year. Basically what it's showing is that our scopes inevitably will outlast the firearm. I mean, even most firearms, the barrels are probably going to wear out at 5,000 rounds or less, depending on how hot the round is.
Yeah.
But these have been left out or found in the woods, and of course the rifles are rusty and ruined. One, I think, only sat in the ground blind in Georgia for 2 years. Well, if you've been to Georgia, you know how moist it is there.
Sure, look at all
gun,
the rust.
Yeah, gun's ruined, nothing wrong with the scope. So they started in Portland in a small house and then moved into a bigger house and eventually into more of an industrial building. And then in 1968, they moved out here to this facility. Yeah, so we've added on. They did a big addition in 1975, some more big additions around 92, 94. This would have been the outside of the original exterior building. Here.
Right.
Up here we got manufacturing engineering and quality control. Yeah, this is
Look at that.
This is one of Marcus's daughters, and her name's slipping me right now. We're in the machining area now. I just came in here so you can get a taste of just how many gauges it takes to make all those parts. That's a vertical storage unit there.
Sure.
And all these gauges have to be checked periodically throughout the year and verified.
Wild. You know, as far as like, if you want to work with your hands and learn a trade, and there's jobs to do.
Oh yeah.
If you want to work with your hands, there's lots to do. You just got to find it and find what you want to do.
This is our bar stock area.
Yep. Yeah.
This is a twin spindle machine, pretty common in this area. It's going to start the part on this side, and once it gets to a certain point, there it is, fed the bar out. Yep. It's going to start the part here. This side is slower than that side, but when it gets to a certain point, it's going to move the part over to the other spindle and finish it up here, and then eventually start another one here once it's done over there. Anyway, this is going to be a erector tube. Erector tube goes inside of every scope. It's kind of a scope inside the scope.
Right.
It's got a shoulder socket on it. And when you move the windage and elevation screws, that rector tube is going to go up, down, back and forth, and that's how you're going to zero in your scope or dial
so
your...
that's what moves.
Right, that's what's moving in there, and that's what's going to change your point of aim.
Yeah, right. That's a cool machine right there. That's the guts right there.
Yep.
Yep.
So this is an example of a custom extrusion.
Okay.
So it comes out with the finish. The OD is actually the actual shape of the part.
It's right. The outside's done.
Yeah, you can probably guess what this is going to be. It's going to be a power selector ring.
Yep.
Or a V6 or a VX6 or a VX5. So we'll probably see some over there further along in the process.
Is this the finished part off that machine?
Yeah, this is the finished erector tube. So inside of here, you're going to have erector lenses and a cam tube that goes over the top. When you turn the power selector ring, it turns that cam tube, and it'll move these back and forth and change the magnification. Every scope does that.
Right.
The Leupold, it's gonna be perfect on low power, medium power, and high power all the way through. It's very important to us. So we used to have the cam machines, you know, the old mechanical cam machines before the CNC, and you can make this part and this part and this part and this part. So the 4-piece main tube, and they were all threaded and put together later on.
So now it's one piece as opposed to, like you said, 4 pieces being together.
Right. Like, out here in the shop, we can hold plus or minus 1,000ths. Human hairs, 3 to 4,000ths. We're making tools that we using out here. We're holding up to 10,000ths in here to make the tools on them.
Precise.
Yeah. Now it's going to be a VX6 3 to 18.
I mean, literally from here to here, this is like a feather, and this is like a boat anchor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like honest to God.
Yeah. These are multi-spindle machines.
Okay.
So you literally have 6 spindles, all turning, and you got 6 bars all turning at once and doing 6 operations at once. The machine indexes or rotates and a part comes off. Starts over, rotates, part comes off.
Wow.
Because it's just so efficient. So we can build a great deal of scopes each week. So we can build more than this, but if you were to build 5,000 scopes and each scope has 80 parts, that's a lot of parts coming out of here.
Yes.
So here we have a couple of old production machines that have been moved over to this area. It's a prototyping area for new product development.
I gotcha.
Yeah, this is our latest prototype machine here. Oh, look at that. This scope hasn't been finished, so feel how heavy it is without being...
Oh my God. Oh yeah, because you could just see that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this end isn't done. Man, it's like a, holy crap. Up here's like light as a feather, and down here, something's wrong with my scope here.
So that's definitely a Mark V product, the 35 millimeter.
Oh yeah.
Remember we talked about that erector tube?
Oh yeah.
So with a 35 millimeter on a 5 to 25 scope, you would get 120 minutes of travel. Right. So that's 60 up, 60 down, left or right. Your rifle and my rifle go 30 right, 30 up, and 30 down.
That's right.
But with this bigger main tube, you get more travel.
You got lots of clicks.
You're right. And so, yeah. And so these parts have been bead blasted, so they're going to get a matte finish on it. We can't touch them now. We need smudgy fingerprints. This is our RDS red dot.
Right.
This was, I don't remember what article, but it's voted one of the most durable red dots you can put on a firearm. So these parts are ready to go out to anodize. Our anodizer's down in Clackamas.
Yep.
We have 2 trucks a day, and parts coming and going. Now this is the way you get laid out over umpteen years since 1968. This is our mount cell now. Yeah. This here was the 1975 edition that we see in here. Yeah. So there's going to be a Mark IV ring here. This is a 70-75 version. We made these out of steel. These go clear back to the Ultra contract with Remington and back in the 80s. We used to make these out of steel, out of cast iron and things like that. Anyway, 70-75 steel, it doesn't matter. They're both so strong and these are so light. Just feel that.
Oh my God, there's nothing to it.
Yeah. All right, so our scopes have been out to the anodizer now. And they come back, oh, looks like we got a batch of bad ones here. They're not black. Just kidding. This is burnt bronze.
Yes.
This is to go on the popular Hills Canyon.
Yep.
Double anodized, so they have to make the whole thing black. Then they have to plug it, and then go back, strip it, and then re-dye it, and then re-anodize clear over this color to get that. But look at that. I mean, you can't.
It looks so killer.
You can't. It's anodized. It's not going to come off. It's great. In here, we're going to do some laser marking.
Yep.
On some of the parts.
Yep.
Our wall of shame, wall of history there.
That is pretty cool.
Here's a great example here of somebody you don't want to go hunting with. Rifle scope on rack in the pickup window. Hunting buddy removed his rifle. It went off, so obviously it was loaded. And shot through the scope, through the pickup window, into the camper, and out the top of the camper.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. Definitely glad you're sitting by that loaded rifle, huh?
Well, that one was hit by lightning, so I don't think...
Yeah, we can't fault the guy for that.
That was probably not a great day.
Yeah, so after you build the scope, we put it in this oven. It's 150, 155 degrees, just like your car trunk on a hot, sunny day. It's gonna come out there, it's gonna cool off. This is where we fill the nitrogen. We don't go into detail about that. This is where we're gonna do a final columnization, make sure everything's focused and doing what you want. A fixed objective is gonna be columnized at 150 yards, which is going to work pretty much from 50 yards to infinity for your average hunting. You get into a higher magnification, you're going to get a parallax adjustment. So now, if you're on 14 or higher power, this comes in pretty nice for focusing the image for your eye. Then everything's going to get dunked in here.
Yep.
And submersed. We're going to look for bubbles. If we see a stream of bubbles, we got a problem. We got a leaker. Can't go out.
Yep.
So this is where we're going to put on all your dials, dial indicators.
Yep.
That's going to be your custom dial system with the purchase of the rifle.
Yep.
You're going to send us your ballistics and everything that we're asking for, about 8 different items. Yep. And then we're going to custom laser that dial in that laser room we were in. Yep. And then you tell us where you're going to sight it in at. We'll make it quick. Oh yeah, leave the rifle there, please. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So this is our indoor 100-yard shooting tunnel.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons that we're in Beaverton versus the city of Portland. We use it for a variety of things. Right now we have an employee, looks like he sighted in his own rifle, which is really cool. We have 30 RSOs, I believe, or 25?
Not anymore.
Oh.
We have about 12.
12. We cut it down a bit. Okay. Yep. But anyway, so you can make an appointment with an RSO, bring your own rifle in, sight it in, whatever you want to do, check it out, get a chronometer, hopefully shoot a nice group. This is our repair area. We can repair scopes if needed. You know, our warranty is manufacturer warranty, lifetime. It's a gold ring, no receipt, nothing required.
Right. You made it, you got it,
yeah,
we'll fix it.
If we can't fix it, we'll give you a new one. And we're more than ready to do that because our return rate is a fraction of a %.
That is so awesome. Yeah, this is a pretty quiet area.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a day shift only. They've gone home.
What's up, it's Mario from Final Approach. A big part of our success harvesting all the waterfowl species on the road is because of our great partner, Federal Ammunition. The variety of payloads, the shot sizes, the speeds we can adapt to changing weather conditions or different situations that maybe call for something different, like if we're shooting 20 gauge speed shock at mallards in the marsh or crows and pigeons in Europe, how about 3-inch black cloud at some big honkers in a cornfield? Or some TSS at some giant prehistoric sandhill cranes in the flatlands. Federal has an ammo to make your days in the field more successful. So all you gotta do is check them out, federalpremium.com. It's Federal Ammunition.
To be honest, it's for the teal. Yeah, it's for the teal and so they see it.
You did not. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, James, no, hold on. You might get trunked because these are homemade. Flash them if you got them. That's a cookie.
That's a cookie. Jeez.
So here in the Tualatin Valley, let's call it, the thing here is this is a lot of years of scouting and farmer relationships and other relationships with just landowners and everybody kind of in this area for me to get kind of a few spots. That's nice. Are you ready for chaos? Kill him. That's nice. Kill him. Eurasian Wigeon, the unicorn of the Northwest. Sometimes you get them. Sometimes the whole season you never even see one. We shot them over in Finland and Sweden. That's a pretty good one. That's a good one. Kill him. Hey, next time I'm peeling this end. Like, they're not getting a pass next time. They're getting peeled out. Now that's a pintail. See how long his neck is?
Oh, yeah.
You'll see him when he turns. James, that's too many birds. That was a lot of birds, James. I think come out of the sheet water. Because that was everything. That was Wigeon, Teal. There was a couple bootlips in there. There was a pile of pintails. My God. Okay, that white one. That's a real good one. Here, Jet. Oh. Hey, we're talking David's motto. If they don't come down, you gotta go up. So, here, right here.
Oh God, what are these?
Kill him. Good shooting. That was dirty right in the front. That was right here. That was awesome. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. He got rocked.
He did.
Hey, there was a couple bootlips in that group. I saw him smiling at you.
You got it? Okay, I was gonna say.
Teal, 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 teal. Lots, lots,
Ready.
lots,
Oh my
lots.
God.
Jesus.
A lot of F-16s flying around. Oh my God. Could you ask
And
for
Wigeon.
any more? Oh. Is that too many now? That's a lot.
James, what do you want to do on the teal?
This is incredible.
Just watch him, maybe. Pretty awesome.
Look how little.
That's freaking awesome. But for some reason, we have a pretty good amount of mallards here right now, and they're not acting like they normally do. And of course, we have pintails, wigeon, and teal. We're just covered. So it's usually a crazy time of the year in January here for us.
Oh, good, it's raining.
Oh, look.
Thank God.
Oh, look, it's back.
I was worried.
You were worried we weren't going to get any?
Yeah.
Absolute pouring on the hunt. Pouring. And, you know, when I talk about like this, so this is our rain shell, our Acuta rain shell. And when I talk about this jacket, I always talk about like this is Oregon weather water approved. And if you could stay dry here, I think we got you covered. I can't even believe they're flying in this right now.
So how many different species do you think that we saw and then also knocked down? Was there any that we didn't get?
Wigeon, pintail, teal, mallard, and the Eurasian Wigeon, that's 5.
Okay.
And the Eurasian Wigeon, that's
That's that cinnamon colored one
Yep.
right there. Other than our
Pretty
great
cool.
shooting, is there any of the species that went by that we have missed? Okay.
Well, the spoonbills, we didn't shoot any
Spoonbills,
spoonies yet, so lots of birds moving, lots of bad weather, but usually here
think?
that's what
I thought
happens.
the weather's been so
weather's been
lovely
great.
today.
It's been
That's-
amazing.
Nothing soaked. It's fine.
I only take you guys to like the best places, you know. One more time.
We shooting this sucker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Good shot. Good shot. We get some new faces in the blind and some new people, which is cool because Bruce from Leupold, you know, he's the head man in charge over there and never get him out. I've never gotten him out ever, and we finally get him out. And then you got Tim Lesser, who's the VP over at Leupold, and his wife Riza, who works at RMEF. So they don't get to duck and goose hunt them as much as they want to because they're always chasing big game. Shawn Skipper. Skipper's a big dude and loves everything, so we get him in the blind. So we get all these new faces and everybody's joking and having a good time and enjoying themselves. And there's, I mean, you can only do that in a waterfowl blind, whether it's ducks or geese or whatever else. So great time. The cool thing about this hunt is, and whether you're shooting a ton of birds or not, it's just good times.